In this episode, the new Pagani Huayra Codalunga, I think.
Okay.
The Porsche 911 GTS America Edition, and the Glickenhaus 004S crash test. Welcome to episode 80 of the
80?
We Are Auto Show.
Oh, snap. We made it that far?
We are making some ground here.
Close-ish to 100, but not quite there.
It'll be 100 before you know it.
We will.
We should do something special for 100.
What are you thinking?
I don't know. Something exciting.
I want to hear from the people. What do they want us to do on episode 100?
Yes. To celebrate episode 100. Let us know in the comments if you're on YouTube. Or if you're on audio only, send us a message on social. And let us know what you'd want us to do. Special and fun and exciting for our 100th episode.
I say we take a hammer to your bumper.
No.
We could fix it.
Fair point. You ready for some news?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so I've got some Italian news. Italian-German, I guess, flair.
What? Okay.
An Italian-German fusion.
Okay.
It's Pagani.
Are they German?
Nope, but their engine is.
Okay.
It's a Mercedes V12.
That's right.
Yes. Hand-built by Michael Kubler. I think that's his name.
Is it?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
But there's a new Huayra. There's the 2023 Pagani Huayra. I'm going to try to say this properly. You ready? Codalunga.
Okay.
I think that's how you say it properly. I could be wrong.
Tell me more about this Codalunga.
Well, they're only going to make 5 of them,
Oh.
and they're sold.
Oh.
You're not going to buy one.
Okay.
And you're not going to buy one, especially with the monetary status that you and I both hold right now,
Mm-hmm.
which is not the Sultan of Brunei.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's $7.4 million. Let's
Mm.
go ahead and just get that out of the way right away.
Okay.
Yeah.
5 of them for 7.4.
Yeah.
How much is a normal Pagani Huayra?
You know what? I will find that out for
While
you.
you do that, immediately in my head, I go to the math problem. That is it worth them building 5 of these, or is it worth them building X number that would equate to the same revenue?
From a quick Google, looks like $2.6 million for a standard Huayra.
Whoa. Okay. Interesting. 5 of these for $7 million each, so 35 mil, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or you sell 18-ish of the normal one.
Makes you
Okay.
think.
7's not too bad.
Can dig.
Yeah.
Can dig. So this new Pagani Huayra Codalunga, it's special. It's a long tail version of the Huayra,
Yeah, it is long.
and we actually know it's long tail because Codalunga in Italian actually means long tail.
Oh, that's cool.
So there's that. It's actually pretty cool. I like it. It's very svelte. It looks like a villainous car.
Do you know where the long tail originated?
I
Or,
believe
like,
it's a
why?
McLaren.
Is it a McLaren Lamar thing?
I believe it was the McLaren F1 Longtail.
Okay.
Way back when.
Because now many manufacturers are doing it. Or they kind of have been back since McLaren started it. But I don't really know why McLaren did it in the first place.
I believe for aero reasons.
I figured that was the case.
Slipperier.
Do you think that this McLaren's aerodynamics, or not McLaren, this Pagani's aerodynamics really matter?
No.
Okay. Just
No.
getting that out
It's
there.
going to be bought by playboys and oil tycoons.
Will it ever see a racetrack?
No.
Exactly.
But it's not the point.
Okay.
The point is, look at it. Oh my God. It's rear end is so grabbable. You just want to grab a handful and just,
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah. Yeah.
From the front, it looks exactly like a Pagani.
Pretty well.
From the side, it just looks like it's got too much rear end going on. Because the Paganis
Is that
do
such
have...
a thing?
In a car, it can be. Because the Paganis do have a cutoff on the back.
Well, yeah, the rear just kind of ends.
Yeah, it just there's an abrupt ending.
Mm-hmm.
This does swoop out more. Gives it some class.
Squats in the gym.
Yeah. But I kind of like this, but at the same time, why on a Pagani?
Well, this Pagani Huayra Codalunga. Let's rewind a second, right?
Okay.
Let's talk about the Huayra, just in general. Because the Huayra itself was the successor to the Zonda. And the Huayra is now 10 years old.
Oh, wow.
The Huayra was originally introduced in 2012. Can you believe that?
No.
So it needed a freshen upness
Okay.
before, I suppose, they do the end of the Pagani Huayra. But if you think back to the Zonda, Pagani had a really hard time killing the Zonda.
Mm-hmm.
They're like the Zonda F, the Zonda R, the Zonda Revolution, the Zonda this, the Zonda that, the Zonda Carbon R, the Zonda that, the Zonda this, all the Zondas. There's 1,000 Zondas,
Right.
which is like a Zonda with your Zonda, right? So Pagani could not kill the Zonda properly. So that makes me think Pagani won't kill the Huayra properly.
Oh. Are they stalling?
I think so.
Stalling for the next installment of the Pagani.
I agree. That's kind of where I go with this.
Mm.
But I do like it.
Yeah, it looks cool. I guess if they're going to make revenue off of it, they're going to sell it. So
For sure. So the Codalunga, like I said earlier, is that word Codalunga, and I think I'm pronouncing it properly, is Italian for long tail. And that was this whole idea of doing a long tail Pagani was originally developed by Pagani's. Are you ready for this department they have here?
Mm-hmm.
It's their special projects division, and it's called Grandi Complicazioni.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's their skunk works.
Okay. Gotcha.
So they decided to do something crazy with the Huayra. They actually did revise the front a little bit. There's a few small things that they did change in the front. And the rear is the big portion that's been updated. And the thing is they actually added the rear hatch that covers, I'm reading here, over 12 square feet.
Oh, so it's a lot.
Huge.
It's a whole lot.
It won't park in a spot, I don't think. And it would compete with the current McLaren Speedtail.
That's the normal car,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then you get to see the end that has been added on.
I like it.
There's a lot of end.
It's a lot.
There's a lot of end, and there's a lot of tilting upward for aerodynamics. It's for looks. It's not aero. It's for looks. What am I kidding?
It's aero looks.
Yeah. But you know who does aero looks the best, in my opinion? McLaren.
You think so? I don't like the look of the Senna.
I think that when they got into the MP412C, the printer,
Yes.
that's when computers took over the aero of that car, essentially.
But that's what kind of started the modern McLarens.
I agree. And I think, to my eye, that looks cool. It doesn't look as stylistic as this, but you can tell that it's designed for a purpose.
Yes, it doesn't look pretty, though.
I would agree the aerodynamics look pretty. Or I would argue that they look pretty.
I think they look good, but not pretty. I think this looks pretty.
It doesn't have a point to me. And I want it to have a point.
Actually,
and look pretty.
It does have a point. It's on the back.
Stop it.
The back of it is the point.
Yes, and you would like to grab a handful of it.
Yes, and just And so not only did they actually redo the aero and the length and all this, but they did update the engine.
Uh-huh.
So normally it has that twin-turbo 6-liter V12 out of the Mercedes-AMG department. They kept that same 6-liter twin-turbo V12, and they upped it to 840 horsepower.
Oh, boy.
With 811 pound-feet of torque. And they shaved more weight.
Of course.
So they added length but shaved weight. Beggars belief, right?
That checks out.
So the new ceramic-coated titanium exhaust only weighs 9.7 pounds.
Whoa. Ceramic-coated titanium.
Yes.
I know that titanium exhaust is the hotness right now when you're trying to keep weight down. I didn't know that you could ceramic coat titanium, though. Interesting.
I suppose you can. So you ready for how much this car weighs?
Let me give it a guess.
Okay.
Because it did go on a diet, right?
It went on a diet and had some plastic surgery at the same time.
Okay. So it went lighter. But this is this 2-seater sports car. It's going to be light. I'm going to guess.
Hold on. Remember, they added 12 square feet of rear hatch.
Yes, but it went on a diet at the same time, which is weird to think. I'm going to guess 2,100 pounds.
No, that would be scary.
Way too heavy?
Way too light. 2,800.
Oh. Really?
That's about as much as a BRZ.
I thought BRZ
The current
was like 25.
the current BRZ.
Yeah, okay.
And this has 840 horsepower.
Yes, but horsepower doesn't equate to weight.
Yes, but think about the lunacy of putting 840 horsepower into 2,800 pounds.
My BRZ has 5 seats, technically 5 seats, practically 4 seats.
Oh my God.
It has 4 seats that actual humans kind of can fit in.
It has 2 seats that actual humans can fit in and 2 seats that a human with no legs can fit in.
3 seats that are designed to hold tires. It's beautiful.
Okay.
Anyway, it actually has all of the cushioning and everything. This is, other than the fancy middle bits that they wrapped around all the driver, there's nothing there.
There's a lot of engine.
That's it. There's no way the engine is 2,000 pounds and the rest of the car's 800 pounds.
But it's big.
I guess the weight is irrelevant because it has too much power anyway.
I was going to say 2,800 pounds versus 840 horsepower. You will never get traction anywhere you go.
No. Is the body of this all carbon?
I believe so, yes.
It is. And it's 2,800 pounds.
It's a long car.
It is, but I figured that the body would be very light. You only have 2 seats. I guess it's not a track day car, so they don't really care about the weight.
Correct. But it's crazy. And I love it.
This is right up your alley.
Yes.
This is silly car territory.
I'm a silly car kind of guy.
You are. You really are.
Do you want to talk about another kind of silly car?
Let's do it, buddy. Let's do it.
So some more news, more silly car news that is right up my alley, and it's a Porsche.
Okay.
So there is the new 2023 Porsche 911 GTS Cabriolet America Edition. America, brother.
This is a Porsche?
Let's go.
A Porsche America edition.
Let that Patriot flag fly, baby.
Wait, I'm so confused.
It is red and white and blue all over.
It's a German brand.
It is.
Huh?
Yes. But this is not the first time that Porsche has done an America Edition 911. They did America Editions in 2 other years. They did the America Edition in, I believe, 1953 with the 356. And then I believe they did 1952, 52 or 53. But then they did it again in 1992 as well. And then now they're doing it in 2022.
So the Germans were like,
Yeah.
how do we sell more cars in America?
Mm-hmm.
Put the American flag colors on it.
Hey,
it
I'd
will
buy
sell
it.
more cars.
I'd buy it for sure. I'd buy anything that's red, white, and blue. Come on.
You would buy anything from Porsche
Well, yes.
if they made
And if it says America on it, then I'm for sure buying it.
sunglasses that said America on it. You would buy them.
No, because I know what their shoes looked like.
They made shoes.
With Adidas, yes.
Oh God, I don't want to see that.
They weren't the most attractive looking shoes I've ever seen. I had a pair.
Maybe we'll pull those up later.
They were brown.
You did have a pair.
I had a pair of brown Porsche Adidas. They were not the best looking shoes I've ever had.
And you took them to the car show, and all the BMW people and all the Corvette people looked down and laughed at you.
No, I was young and dumb, and I actually got them for like $20. I was like, okay, that's fine. But I digress. Let's move on back to the GTS Cabriolet America Edition.
How did the Germans make an American version of their car and sell it to Americans?
Well, they went red, white, and blue, obviously, first and foremost. And it's not just red, white, and blue. It's red, white, and azure blue, which is a 356 paint color.
Is that paint a sample from the American flag itself?
No. It is an exclusive cover straight from the original 356.
Okay.
And then they are limiting this car to North America only. That would make sense, right? As it is the America edition. Right?
No, you see these in the UK everywhere.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
After we defeated them in 1776. Let's go! But they are making it rear-wheel drive and manual only.
That's a positive.
And it's a cabriolet. So this is like the perfect 4th of July car for me.
So they chop the crop off. They let
did
you
what?
fly your mullet.
They chop the crop up?
They chop the top off. So you can fly your mullet in your American Porsche.
Tell you what, if I could grow a proper head of hair again, I would grow a mullet, and I would absolutely let that mullet fly in the wind in this GTS Cabriolet America Edition.
That's so backwards and upside down and everything.
I love
everywhere.
It's limited to 115 copies here in the States. Well, in North America.
Oh, that's limited. That's very limited.
Yeah, it's got the the lettering America embossed in the center console. It's got red, white, and blue stitching.
Yeah, I like the stitching.
I love those little touches.
Yep.
I love it. A couple other little touches that make it stand out. It has a black windshield surround. So like the edging around the windshield is black. And it's also got this, what Porsche calls their first tri-finish wheels.
What's that?
So if you can find a picture of the wheels, they're really cool. The wheels will be finished in 3 different colors. So they're like silver machined, white with a red lip. I'm a sucker for white wheels. I like these.
That looks cool.
A lot.
That does look cool.
Bonus points. What is correct about the picture of wheels we're looking at right now?
Okay. Is it?
It
Yes,
is.
It is correct.
It's
The
correct.
Porsche logo is pointing at the valve stem.
Yes, it's correct. It's
Okay.
correct. But it's got pretty well the same twin turbo 3-liter flat 6 out of the Carrera S. Well, out of the Carrera GTS. That double ups 473 horsepowers and 420 torques.
It looks cool. I'm still very perplexed at if this was Tesla doing it, if this was Chevrolet doing it, if this was Dodge doing it, if this was any other American car company doing it, I'm like, great, big thumbs up. But a German car company doing it is like, huh? What?
You know what? I'm okay with it. It's my favorite brand, and it's my favorite country. So,
Does Corvette make a British racing UK Corvette?
No, but it'd be cool if they did.
Would it? I mean, I'm sure it would sell like hotcakes over there, actually.
It'd be cool.
People love them over there. But it'd be weird, wouldn't it?
A little bit. But that's what makes it special. It's weirdness.
You fit that boat, buddy. You fit that boat.
I'll take it. I'll take it all day. I like it. It's azure blue. It's
I think it looks cool.
It's got white wheels. Let's go.
It's wild.
Big fan.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on to a car that most people have never heard about.
What's that?
A Glickenhaus. So if you're someone like us who are racing enthusiasts, and we have heard of a race team that just podiumed at Le Mans called Glickenhaus SCG, or Scuderia Cameron Glickenhaus.
Mm-hmm.
So they are making road cars. They're few and far between, but they do make them.
They make very few road cars.
Very few, yes.
Yes.
But they are being made. And it is the SCG 004S that's just got some news about it.
Okay.
It's kind of actually impressive news if you think about it.
What is it?
The SCG 004S, so Scuderia Cameron Glickenhaus, just passed a side impact test in its crash testing without airbags.
Okay, so this is the... is this NHTSA doing this? NHTSA?
I believe so.
Yeah, so if you want to license your car to be sold in America, you have to pass all the safety testing, which my favorite test that they do, what's it called? It's called like the moose avoidance or something like that, where you see all the SUVs roll over.
Mm-hmm.
One of the tests that you have to pass to get certified as a car that can be sold in the U.S. is the side impact test. I think you have to do the front impact where you have 20% of the car off on a barrier, but the other 80% is off to the side of the barrier. I forget what that test is called, but it's also super important. Anyway, this is Glickenhaus doing this for their car, and I guess that they passed it without airbags.
That's impressive.
Huh.
That
is impressive.
They are believing themselves to be the only company in history to do this 32-mile-an-hour side impact test without an airbag.
Wow.
That's impressive.
I'm not so sure how I feel about that. I would feel that it's impressive and like good on you guys for building that, but it'd be also nice to have an airbag. If I were in that car, I would want an airbag.
Well, yes.
Like, guys, just put the airbag in there. There's a reason everyone has them.
Yes. I wonder if they will put one in, but this is a test to show that they don't have to.
I would hope not.
I agree. But I have a theory, and I think it's because... I think the reason they passed this is because it's a center seat car.
It could be that. Was this the car that we saw at Sebring?
I believe so. Let me just double check that, but I do believe so.
Because Mr. Cameron Glickenhaus was at Sebring racing his Le Mans car. And we got to see it in the garage.
The gold one.
Yeah, the gold one that had a center seat and then two passenger seats offset behind the center seat. Mm-hmm. So I guess that the reason that they don't have airbags is because the seats are offset anyway. It's a 3-seater with one in the center, which is a really weird layout. And I don't really understand why they would do that. I guess for engineering purposes.
Drivering. To be a proper driver's car.
Right. So this was the car that we saw at Sebring. And you can see that there's a passenger in the left side and the driver in the middle in this photo, which is weird, but cool at the same time.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
Just throw an airbag in there. Just for safety. It's a good thing.
Safety third. I could never work for NHTSA.
No.
I could never work for NHTSA.
No way.
All right, I can just envision it now. We need to crank up the safety requirements. Does it run? That's fine. Just keep on going.
Get a hammer.
Yeah. Will it be fixed with a mallet? Yes. Sold. All that matters.
Right, and it's SORB, which is small overlap frontal crash worthiness, is the test where most cars fail, and it's the one where you have 80% of the car not on the barrier and 20% right by the wheel on the barrier, and that's the one that most cars will fail, because you have to make sure that when you crash the car into the barrier, that the whole dashboard doesn't come into where the person is sitting.
Ouch.
And there's a variety of different ways they do it in engineering, and there are like offensive and defensive strategies to do it when you design the car. It's pretty wild.
Like designing explosives to push it away and things like that.
Yep, there's that. Or you try and deflect the car off to the edge, or you try to actually absorb the impact. That would be a defensive strategy. It's kind of crazy.
That's wild.
All the designs that are put into the framework, the chassis, the suspension, how the crumple zone of the actual tire is going to impinge into the chassis. There's a lot. There's a lot that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess they passed, which is cool.
Good for them.
Cool stuff.
Yeah. So that's all I got for news. You got anything else?
I do not.
All right. So then that's going to wrap us up for episode 80. Thanks so much for watching. If you're on YouTube, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and a comment button on this video. Would love to have you and join in on the conversation. If you're on audio, please make sure you leave us a 5-star rating and a comment or a review on your platform of choice. Don't forget to follow us on social. Facebook is We Are Auto, Instagram is We Are Auto _, YouTube is We Are Auto, and our website is weareauto.io. So thanks again so much, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.